Welcome to the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast. Live on the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast. Immediately. Fucking immediately.
Hey, get out of that trash can!
Shamboi, Eleanor Shamboi.
Well, he knows it's a classic game. I'm still a mouthful.
Yes, I did.
He's like, last time. John Dice.
Dick Vansky.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast on a Monday morning. Oh! We're gonna get it. Here he goes. He's gonna do it.
How's everybody doing today?
Ah, damn it.
Well, yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
How's everybody feeling today? You feeling good?
Does he pause before he says it?
What?
Does he always pause before he says good?
Yeah, a little bit.
Are you feeling good?
Well, he's trying to catch his breath.
How you doing, people? How you doing, people? How you doing, people? How you doing, people? How y'all feeling tonight, people? How you doing?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because he's fucking
70.
winded.
Ish.
Yeah.
70 plus. What is Paul Stanley these days? I had to look this up.
That's a great question. Well, we are gathered here today to talk about
68. I was close.
68.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. So Simmons has got to be like 70 then,
Yeah,
right?
Gene's like 71.
Okay. The way he talks is very interesting. I don't know what it is.
Interesting
But it's
guy.
just, yeah. So, anyways, we're coming off the heels on another pretty warm week in wrestling. Well, it was pretty hot, but it was also warm. You know, we
There's
had
a lot
Fight
of
for the
wrestling.
Fallen. Slammiversary was a major success, I'm assuming. And what else? The last night was
The horror show at
WWE
Extreme
show.
Rules.
Yeah, the horror show.
That
at
young
Extreme
upstart WWE from New York.
Yep. Man, I tell you what, I just listening. Obviously, the Good Brothers Countdown to Fucktown came out on. Well, that was Saturday at midnight, right?
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Friday night for us because it started at 11. But I didn't
Okay.
start watching it till midnight, so it was still Saturday to me.
Oh yeah, because they're East Coast time, right? So
Yeah.
they started at their midnight. Yeah. Man, I listened. First of all, it's an awesome show. I'm almost done with it. I got like 45 minutes left. I'll finish it today. But when I listen to shows like that, and the next day people show up at another company, and I just, man, I lose so much respect for WWE for like the way they do business. I don't know, man. I've just lost. Like, I'm still into NXT. Don't get me wrong. And I feel like that's a different story. Although Triple H is involved in some shenanigans with talent because he was the talent relations guy. I don't know if he is still. They kind of made it seem like he wasn't talent relations guy anymore.
Yeah, they kind of dropped him down. And there was a big hubbub, rumors swirling on the internet about him kind of losing a job title.
Getting a demotion. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say this about the Countdown to Fucktown, and it involves Paul Levesque. Whenever you're signing a contract and somebody says, I look at you and I see your kids, to get them to sign a contract, that's why I said Paul's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
When I texted you that, I was like, man, that's not cool. Like, don't use somebody's kids as leverage because any father is gonna kind of bow down to that. Like, hey, he's respecting my children. He's telling me the good business decision is to do this for my kids. Like, that's fucked up, dude. You can't do that.
And then they're on the list to get let go first.
Yeah. Thanks to Paul Heyman.
Yeah, because he's you can trust me, and I love how Gallows was like, he told us that we can fucking bury him on Twitter, and then he goes, okay, well, here's me fucking burying him. He can't be trusted. Like,
He's a
just
fucking
throws
liar.
it out there. Yeah. Which we're not even in the business, but fuck, man, I don't know if I would trust Paul Heyman. I just don't think I would.
There's so many stories about, even back in ECW and people not getting paid and shit.
Yeah.
And we asked Mikey Whipwreck when he was on the show if he ever had that problem. He said, no, I always got paid. So, I mean, I guess it's not everybody, or maybe he was just blowing smoke because he's friends with Paul, but.
Well, he's a Jersey boy, so he'd probably fuck Paul up.
Yeah. I don't think I'd fuck
take too
Mikey
kindly
Whipwreck.
to that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care if he's out of shape or not. I wouldn't fuck with him probably.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall the show it was fun. It was a lot of lightheartedness, but I mean they did dig into some of it. I wasn't a big fan of Ryan Satin being the host. I think I would have been a better host, but that's just me.
Anytime I watch a show with a host like that, I'm always like, why?
Yeah, I didn't realize that he wasn't with FS1 anymore doing the WWE backstage or whatever it's called.
He was with FS1 doing that?
Yeah, he was like the breaking news guy, like their little TMZ segment, like when John Morrison signed and then when The Miz re-signed and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I guess he's not doing it anymore.
Wasn't he like a WrestleZone guy at one point or something?
He's got a pro wrestling sheet. That's what he does.
Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah.
And then
I was trying to remember.
Before that, he was with TMZ.
Okay. So he's got some serious credibility.
Yeah, but I mean, so do we.
Yeah, we have a Hall of Fame, so he doesn't.
He does not.
Yeah, speaking of, we got to start working on the Hall of Fame. That's a couple months away. It's a big event, so we usually start planning
July, dude.
Out. I know, it's awesome. I can't wait for October. And
October
Christmas,
nice.
Let's go ahead and, it's been a while since I've done this. Let's see how many days until Christmas.
Oh, man. While you're doing that, I was going to look something up, too. What was I going to look up?
We have 158 days till Christmas. That's not so long when you're at work all the time.
We'll be at work for, probably 80 of those days?
Yeah. Shit. 158 days until Christmas. I would say a solid 110, 100.
Yeah.
That's easy. Well, I don't know, because it's 2 days off. Sometimes I only get one. Next week I'll probably only get one. I'm not excited about that. But everybody in the audience should pity me. They should feel bad for me because
they really should.
I have to work for a living. And I want to sit on my ass. And I'm just kidding. I can't do that.
To an extent.
Yeah.
You would probably like to have my schedule.
I don't know. Yours is up there though. It's because you picked up the extra day now, didn't you? Aren't you doing the extra day or whatever?
Well, I still have 3 days.
Oh, you're rocking.
I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
Oh, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Ooh,
yeah,
that's nice.
I only work a double on Friday, so I kill it at the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you go out with a bang for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's rough.
That's really
literally like a normal job working like 3 shifts.
Yeah. I would like to get into sales. Because salespeople are rich, so I want to try it. I just want to know like how they get so rich. Obviously, you have to be a good salesman. I'm not just saying you get rich out of nowhere, but I want to go into food sales someday because I know the business in and out. Yeah. So why couldn't I sell food? I could be an honest salesman, and I could also get people's orders right.
Real estate and insurance.
Oh man, that's where the money's at, dude.
Yeah,
so yeah, I mean, I want to sell things for a living. I love my chef job stuff, but do I want to do it until I'm 65 years old? Probably not.
No.
And we probably won't be able to retire when we're 65. So 70? No, I don't.
No.
You can't.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next year and kind of hanging the non-slip shoes up.
Yeah.
Once the house is paid, I'm done. I'm moving on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to find something else. My body's breaking down because of this shit.
I mean, it's literally if anybody I'm sure somebody who listens works in the business, but the food and beverage industry will chew you up and spit you out. I mean, I'm not quite at that age yet. Like I'm still good and all that, but I think once you hit that mid-40s to 50s, most of those people that you work with are like, oh, my back. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be like that.
I'm not even in my 40s yet. I'm already my back.
Yeah, no shit.
I've been doing that since my mid-20s.
Yeah, exactly.
But I started young. I started doing it at 14. That's a long time. We're closing in on 20 years, man.
Yeah.
Grinding.
And that should show you right there, 20 years. And that's even starting young when your body's in prime shape. And by the time you get in your 30s, it is rough. I shouldn't make it sound so bad. You know, you do make a lot of people. It's a good
living. It really is. I'm not gonna bury it that bad. You know, I mean, a lot of kids get into it when they get into school and shit. How many people even finish school because they realize how much money they can make, you know, working at a restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, servers. There's places in the country where servers can clear $100,000 a year and they're not even working. They're working like 3 or 4 days a week.
Yeah.
When you work at nice places. Yeah, dude. Of course, you're living in a place where it costs.
You've only got like 8 tables a day.
Yeah, but they tip you so much because you're doing 5-course meals and shit.
Yeah.
But of course, your cost of living's higher. I work with a dude. I hired him a couple months ago. We'll get through this and then I guess talk about wrestling. But he worked at Pebble Beach, the club over there, and he said the servers easily cleared $100,000 a year, and they would work like 3 shifts a week. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, that's worth it. But he said when you manage them, though, you're extra hard on them because you're like, if you want to continue making this fucking money, you need to do it right because it's a fancy place, you know.
Yeah,
you're waiting on like celebrities.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we can't bury the business too much because we're in it for a reason. We are making decent money. So, but the show now, the podcast, we're making fucking millions off this. So,
dude, easily.
We're making a lot of money.
I mean, you guys see the YouTube views. I mean, they're public. You can see them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, pushing 40.
I'm not shy about
Just 40.
40 million.
Oh, maybe one day we'll get a bunch of somebody will just listen to us and be like, wow, these guys are amazing. Anyways, all right. So you said let's just talk about Extreme Rules first.
Yeah, let's get it out of the way. I didn't watch it. I watched the Yankees and Mets second exhibition game. Tonight the Yankees are playing the Phillies. I'm watching that as well because I'm not watching Raw.
So is that official season stuff?
It's like their warm-up games. The official season starts for the Yankees on Thursday.
Okay.
And they're playing 60 games, and then they'll have the playoffs. No fans. Which is fine, because the crack of the bat, it sounds good.
Oh, yeah, you can hear that shit. I never thought of that, dude.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hear the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so pre-show, this is horror show at Extreme Rules. The pre-show had Kevin Owens defeat Murphy. He's not Buddy Murphy anymore. He's just Murphy.
To be confused with Eddie Murphy.
You know, I noticed that with Slammiversary. Everybody's just one name in Impact now. And I'm like, dude. Like,
don't do that.
Just wait. We're going to have a wrestler soon that's just John. Oh, my God. John. Jan.
He's going to come out in a porta potty.
Yes. Jan. Kevin Owens defeated Murphy. Cesaro, this is the actual show now. Cesaro and Shinsuke defeated the New Day to become, it was a tables match, to become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Bayley, the champion, retained against Nikki Cross.
The champion.
To retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm digging that. I'm digging the Bayley hairstyle and the attitude. I'm so glad she's not the happy, huggy chick.
Yeah. I like heel Bayley a lot.
Yes. MVP defeated Apollo Crews by forfeit for the United States Championship. Oh, okay. So
and the belt was just sitting on a table to the side of the ring, and he just took it, and he's like, well, if you're not going to show up, then I'm the champion. Because that's how it works.
Yep.
I guess at the horror show at Extreme Rules, that's how it works anyways.
I mean, it's a horror show, so anything, no holds barred, basically.
Anything can happen in a horror show.
Yeah. Seth Rollins defeated Rey Mysterio in an eye for an eye match. The match could only be won when one competitor extracted an eye of their opponent. 18 minutes and 5 seconds it took Seth Rollins to take Mysterio's eye out.
And afterwards, Seth Rollins threw up on the side.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. There was like 2 little puddles of, he's gonna puke.
That's a very interesting.
It looked like a gummy, one of those gummy eyeballs you get at Halloween time. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. Well, they have the power of production for this because there's not a crowd. So,
right.
You know,
it was. I'm assuming this match was live. I'm assuming
they just camera cut it the right way.
Yeah.
Directed it.
I'll insert the picture of it somewhere in here.
Perfect. Asuka and Sasha Banks ended in a no contest for the Raw Women's Championship. 20 minutes. The longest match on the card ended in a no contest. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Bayley had a ref shirt on and counted the 3, and Sasha left with the title. And then Asuka later on in Twitter said it's still my belt while she was laying on a hotel bed playing Nintendo Switch. Because that's what happens after the horror show at Extreme Rules.
That's what happens.
I mean, if I'm going to have a horror show at Extreme Rules, I'm going to lay in a hotel bed and play Nintendo Switch and talk about my belt that somebody left with. Because it shows concern. I mean, it shows concern when you're playing Paper Mario.
That's a horror show. Yeah, I want a Nintendo Switch so bad.
You need to get one.
Just for Animal Crossing. Yeah.
I guess I'd get it if you got it.
Okay, cool. I'll go buy it today. Not really. Well, I kind of want to, though. Drew McIntyre defeated Dirk Diggler, in an Extreme Rules match for the WWE Championship. The Extreme Rules stipulation only applied to Ziggler. McIntyre had to wrestle under normal singles match rules. Furthermore, had McIntyre gotten disqualified or counted out, Ziggler would have won the championship. What? Dude. God, what is going on in this company?
They don't even know.
Bray Wyatt defeated Braun Strowman in a Wyatt swamp fight. The time is not available, so that was a filmed thing.
Yeah, that was the cinematic match.
Okay, that's all right. Cool, we're done with Extreme Rules.
And
X
also,
that tab out.
Alexa Bliss appeared in Sister Abigail garb in like a water montage kind of.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I saw pictures and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I need to run to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Is that? Can you cut that?
Yeah.
Hogan. Be like the Hulkster with your own authentic tearaway t-shirt and do-rag. And get the official WCW Hulk Hogan t-shirt and awesome signature hat. Hulk Hogan. Get posters, programs, and buttons too. Hulk Hogan. Hulkamaniacs. Get official WCW Hulk Hogan merchandise. Call 1-800-4WCW now or send for the new WCW catalog.
What you gonna do when the Hulkster runs wild on you?
Okay, sorry. It was
life or death.
It was knocking, yeah. So, was it the dirt sheet that said Alexa Bliss was in the Sister Abigail outfit, or could you just tell it was her?
No, you could tell. It was clearly her. I saw a quick little snippet of a video on Twitter, and then I saw a couple of pictures, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely Alexa Bliss. It was very, very strange. But apparently it was like supposed to be some of Bray Wyatt's suppressed past regrets or something. I don't know, man.
It's a horror show.
At Extreme Rules.
So, I mean, anything could happen.
Coming to you live to tape from the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida.
That is correct. All right.
I've heard the swap match, like I've read some people hated the swap, like it was 50-50 swap match. Like some people said it was really good. It was better than the Firefly Funhouse. Some people said it was shit.
I don't think it can beat the Boneyard match. So we know that. Yeah.
But will it beat the Boner Yard match at Talkin' Shop-A-Mania, August 1, between Sex Ferguson and Chad Too Bad?
Is that a real thing?
Yes, it's a real thing.
Oh,
and right now, if you want to watch Talkin' Shop-A-Mania live on Fight TV, well, live to tape on Fight TV, you can head over to our Twitter page at Heels and Quads. The pinned tweet, retweet it, like it, follow us, follow Talkin' Shop, subscribe to us, subscribe to Talking Shop, and be entered to win that code to watch it for free.
Okay.
Because we know people.
Yeah. Tommy knows people.
Well, Levi he just doesn't deal with them. He doesn't get paid enough to deal with them.
Hey, what can I say? Fight for the Fallen next? Is that what we're covering?
Fight for the Fallen, yes.
All right. Fight for the Fallen was just one week this time, July 15th, this last Wednesday, I guess you could say. There was 5 matches. There was Cody defeated Sonny Kiss for the AEW TNT title.
You need to go back and watch this if you didn't see it, because this was a really good match. Like we said last week, we figured it would be good. Sonny Kiss proved that he can hang with somebody like Cody. I loved Cody's heel tactics with Tully watching from the crowd with a mask on. Arn gave Cody an ass chewing after the match because of his heelish ways during the match. So it almost kind of makes you wonder if Cody's getting ready to do the old flipperooski.
That would be cool. I could deal with that.
But yeah, it was a really good match. I was very impressed with it. This card here ended up being better than both of Fyter Fest.
It looks like it. I mean, and the next one especially, FTR defeated Lucha Brothers, 13 minutes, 25 seconds. Yeah, that's
another killer match. It was good to see those two styles clash, not AJ Styles clash, but
not to be confused with that.
FTR being such an old school, heelish team.
Straight up Arn and Tully, dude.
It's Arn and Tully, dude. They're the brainbusters. And then, of course, the Lucha Bros with their Lucha Libre style and fast and just flips and all that stuff. It was definitely, this whole card is worth a watch if you didn't watch it.
The Elite defeated Jurassic Express in 15 minutes and 5 seconds. That was one I was looking forward to big time because I was like, man, I love Jurassic Express, and of course the Elite is cool, and that was definitely one looking forward to. But once again, another great match from AEW.
Yeah, so. This one it was the spots that I were surprised that I liked was Kenny and Marco Stunt, because I'm not a big Marco Stunt fan. And it's not because he's short. I'm short too. I get it. I would probably look about the same. I mean, I know I'm taller than him because we passed him in the hallway. I know I'm taller than him, but I don't
throwing
know.
That out there.
It's not. It's just. I don't want to say it's not believable because it's wrestling. Anything's believable, but
I know what you're saying.
For him to hold up with Kenny Omega is tough for me, but I enjoyed it. So I'm kind of poo-pooed on him, but I also gave him some praise by hanging with Kenny.
But if you think about it, in real life, a little dude like Marco Stunt could fuck up a guy like Kenny, because sometimes there's just those people that are just badasses.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of gives it that aspect. But I am with you because there's a lot of times I've seen Marco in matches, and it's like a fun spot guy. Like he does stuff, he does fun spots and makes people go, holy shit. And
he's the guy that gets thrown over the top rope into the crowd by a bigger guy. He's that guy.
Yeah, exactly. And there is room for that guy on any wrestling roster because he has to be there. There has to be a guy like that.
Yep.
So, and Marco's the perfect dude for it because you can throw him extra far because he's so small. But yeah, anyway.
I'm sure he's a great guy. I hate
how tall he is. No, he's 5'2".
Yeah.
He's 23 years old. Dude, he's from Paragould, Arkansas.
What?
He was born in Paragould, Arkansas. That's 2 hours away from you, 4 hours away from me. 4 hours away from me.
We got to get Marco on the show.
Yeah, we got to talk Arkansas with him, man.
I did not know that. Because I'm pretty sure I knew that they lived in, I think they live in Mississippi, his parents.
Yeah.
So maybe he was born in Paragould and then moved? Hey, who knew?
The Nightmare Sisters, Allie and Brandy Rhodes, defeated Kenzie Page and MJ Jenkins. That looks like it was kind of a squash match type thing.
It was what it was.
Yeah. And then Moxley defeated Brian Cage by technical submission, but I saw he threw the towel in. So
Taz threw in the towel. Yeah, it was a good match. I didn't have anything really riding on this one, but for a title match, the title's not going to change hands. It was good.
Yeah, and we got All Out. See, I wonder where this takes their little feud for now, though. I wonder if is Brian Cage getting another match at All Out? Because personally, I'd like to see like a tournament or a battle royal or something that determines the next number one contender, and then maybe you take the belt off Moxley at All Out. I don't know. Maybe you keep the belt on until Full Gear.
Because
I don't know.
Shouldn't this count as him cashing in his chip that he won at the battle royal at Double or Nothing?
Yeah, I think the chip was more of a. I don't know if it's like a cash-in type thing. It's like just you get a number one contender spot.
Yeah.
Did they say it was a cash-in thing? I don't remember.
No, they never said it. I would like to see him run with the FTW title for like 6 months, give or take, and kind of build more of a number up.
Yeah.
And come back later. Maybe the beginning of next year or something. But for now, I say put it on the back burner. But it said last night, Taz tweeted that they were going to be in the ring to kind of talk about this. So we'll find out Wednesday what's going on with that.
Okay. Maybe they'll just do another Dynamite match or something. I don't know.
Anyway, doing some tags or something just to kind of whatever.
Yeah. All right, that was Fight for the Fallen, and then we got Saturday.
Before we move on,
okay.
I just want to make an announcement that I did call it that Vicky Guerrero would be Nyla Rose's manager. It is what it is, whatever. Just
not a big deal, but you called it.
One of those little things that we seem to be able to figure out. I never saw anybody else say it, so I'll say it again. I called it.
Yep. Oh, now it'll be this week and next week. People will have listened to us and be like, "Well, I called that." So
yeah, I was the only one.
I was the only one. I didn't listen to Heels and Quads and take their stuff this morning. All right, so Slammiversary 2020. This would be 17. I think it's Slammiversary 18. 18. Okay, yeah.
I think it's 18.
2005 or 4 was the first one. Yeah, this is 18. You're right. Yeah, XVIII.
Not an eye for an eye, but I.
No, not to be confused with that. This was in their little Skyway studio area in Nashville, Tennessee.
It's a nice little studio.
Yeah, it is a nice place.
It looks clean.
I just finished the X Division Championship match this morning, so I got 3 matches left. But the first 4 were fun to watch. The tech difficulties are a little off the charts for the show.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty. There's a lot of tech difficulties going on. Also, did Don Callis lose weight?
It looks like it, and he got really fucking tan.
Yeah, I thought he was a little chubbier.
He looks
Unless
good.
I'm thinking of Don West, maybe.
No, Don Callis has always been kind of skinny because he was the mouthpiece for whatever it was called in WWF when he was the Jackal.
Okay.
Back in the day. But I mean, he's always been a kind of a littler guy. But I mean, I don't know. He looked healthy here. Like I don't know. Maybe it was the tan.
Yeah. All right. So Motor City Machine Guns made a return to defeat the Rascals in a tag team match, 14 minutes and 17 seconds. This was a fucking awesome opener, dude. Nonstop. I couldn't, at some points when I was watching it, I couldn't really keep up. I was just like, it's like watching shit just bounce around. They were going, man.
Yeah. It was cool to see Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin come back because Sabin hurt his knee in Ring of Honor last year. I think it was right around this time last year, actually. I remember talking about it.
Yeah.
And, it was cool to see them come back. And it looks like the tag division is only going to heat up in Impact. And I'm actually looking forward to watching it tomorrow night as well.
Impact seems to, Slammiversary 2020 is it seems like they tried to make it the dawn of a new era or something.
Like they hit the reset button.
Dude, they got some major people in there, and like obviously they weren't big stars in the Fed,
right?
But in Impact, they can do shit, and Impact's going to be right up there with, I think, All Elite Wrestling, kind of. Well, I don't know, because
they'll be that third still, but I mean, it'll.
Yeah.
I think a lot more eyes are on it right now because I mean it was a buzzing Saturday night. And, you know, with guys like the Good Brothers coming over, you know, maybe not the biggest stars in the Fed, but huge stars in Japan and internet darlings. And then also later on, you know, the arrival of, I guess we'll call him Heath Miller because that's his biblical name. But
just Heath, though.
Yeah, they just called him Heath the whole time.
Yeah.
Another guy that never really got his due, but he was, you know, always well talked about backstage and online. Everybody seemed to love him. So
Moose defeated Tommy Dreamer in the old school rules match for the unsanctioned TNA World title, and Josh Matthews couldn't push it enough that the title wasn't actually a title, but Don Callis made sure to let us know that was a real title. It's a championship belt.
It is.
I like the idea. I like the idea of that belt being around because I
really like that design.
Yeah, it's sweet, dude. That's a cool title.
It's a pretty belt.
And, you know, I forget about Moose being an NFL guy, man. You know, but he is a crazy athlete.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. I'm not sold on him as a wrestler so much, but he's a good athlete. This match was what it was. Kind of, I mean, I knew Tommy Dreamer would win in this match, but I almost want to say I could have done without it.
I could have done without Tommy Dreamer, and that's no disrespect to him, man. I love Tommy Dreamer. Yeah. When I was a kid, I loved him in ECW because the shit they put their body through. But, man, it might be time to hang up the boots. Because
Julian from Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah. Do
you think that's where he got his look, was Tommy Dreamer?
Maybe. I don't know. But, dude, Dreamer's just – I don't know, man. He's great, and he's still hung. He's still hung pretty good, and not his penis, but the match was.
We don't know.
Maybe. How big is Tommy Dreamer's dick? Tweet us that hashtag. How big is Tommy Dreamer's dick? Yeah, it was what it was. You know, it was a match that Dreamer could do because it's an Extreme Rules match, or excuse me, that's copyrighted. A old school rules match. Pull that ear. Yeah. So
you got your kendo stick spot. You got the thumbtack spot. Yeah. It was okay.
Kylie Ray won the gauntlet for the gold match, so she is the new #1 contender. She last eliminated Taya Valkyrie. This was the second longest on the card at 19 minutes and 20 seconds. It was it was
9 minutes too long.
Yeah, definitely. It's sometimes these battle royale matches, men or women, I just kind of tune out. Like, you just kind of wait for the final four, and then that's where shit happens. So I wasn't super invested in this, but I did want to see who was gonna go on to face the champ. And Kylie when she left AEW, wasn't it like didn't she be like, I can't do this anymore or something, and left?
Yeah, it was a big deal, and it kind of bummed everybody out because when she came out at Double or Nothing, the first show, you know, she was like, oh my God. She was like in tears when like the pyro went off and stuff. And then now she's in Impact, and it's her same gimmick. And it's like, she was shocked that she won the match. And it's a little overkill with the shocking surprise thing. I mean, I don't mind the smiling so much, but it's like the shocking surprise thing just turns me off. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, everybody's got their things. And she's got a huge fan base online, so good for her. I was a big fan of Havoc in this match. I'd never seen her work before.
Yeah.
I've heard about her. I knew who she was, but I'd never really, you know, paid attention to any matches she was in. But I even tweeted that I was a fan of what she did in that match. I'm always a fan of the bigger gals getting over in wrestling and really doing a good job, and she did. And I mean,
because it's fucking realistic, you know?
Yeah. And Taya Valkyrie, like at this point, she's almost a legend, you know? She's been around forever. And, I mean, she worked her ass off. Madison Rayne.
Madison Rayne was in there.
She's, you know, take it or leave it, whatever. I thought overall the match was good. It was just a little long.
Yeah, I'm good off Katie Forbes, so I'm good off that.
Dude,
I'm just not interested. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, Rob Van Dam.
I love Rob Van Dam, and just she's on our Instagram, and like when I'm flying through her stories, and all it is her butt shaking. I even told Amanda, I was like, "Wow, it's not wrestling, dude. I don't want to see you just shake your ass for 20 minutes on an Instagram story." And like you're just flying through it, and it's like every 2 seconds, it's the same fucking thing from a different angle. Like, stop. That's just I'm done with it.
Anyways, yeah, Chris Bay defeated Willie Mack for the X Division Championship, 10 minutes, and this was awesome. This was a great match. Chris Bay, I've never watched that guy really. I don't think I watched Willie Mack, of course, but man, that's a solid match, and I like how they. Commentary, of course, says X Division. That's what it means. It means no weight limits. It's just the most. So it's the best way to describe X Division. I know you asked me a couple months ago. He said it right there. It's basically like the athletic division. It's the fucking high flyers and the what's the risk you're willing to take to win the belt kind of people, So this was a sweet match. This is where I left off. I just finished this match this morning, actually. So I got 3 matches left, but we can obviously talk about them.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the spoilers right here. So
yeah, I really, really liked this match. It was probably honestly my favorite of the night. I really liked it. And I read a story about Chris Bay when he was 10 years old, posted a YouTube video, which tells you how young he is. He unboxed the TNA World Championship belt. He got a replica TNA World Championship belt. Unboxed it at 10 years old, and here he is now, I'm assuming, 21, 22? 24? Okay. So, wow, YouTube's been around for 14 years? Oh, that had been 2006, yeah. Because YouTube came out, right after I finished high school, and that was 05, so.
Yeah, and 06 was about the time I discovered TNA, so he was into that. That's cool though. He's living his dream,
Yep. The boyhood dream has come true.
The North, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, which I've heard nothing but good stuff about, defeated Ken Shamrock and Sammy Callahan to retain Impact tag titles. It was 15 minutes and 56 seconds. I haven't watched this one yet. I know it's good, but dude, I'm just not into Sammy Callahan. I'm sorry, but the whole Sammy versus Tessa Blanchard feud, that that does nothing for me.
Yeah,
I wasn't into it.
Yeah, it was funny when we were watching this match. I looked over at Amanda. I said, "He's one of the reasons why we love Starcast."
Who's that?
Sammy Callahan.
Yeah,
because he was walking down, and they were like, "Yeah, he's going to come over. You guys are going to interview him." I'm like, "That's not who we wanted. We want the Elite."
Yeah,
bring us Nash or Scott Hall. And then that's when we packed our shit up while he was sitting at the table next to us.
Yeah, we were just like, you know what? I don't want to talk to Sammy Callahan.
Nothing against him personally.
No,
he could be a great guy, but that's not who I signed up for.
I want to see Sammy Callahan versus, I want to see a one-on-one match with him and one of the elite people in wrestling, and I want to see how he hangs with them. I didn't watch the shit with Tessa or anything, but the intergender for the world title stuff, I'm sorry, I'm not into it. Maybe that's not politically correct. I really don't fucking care. But that's why there is the women's division. And Tessa's awesome. But her and Sammy Callahan, that feud was drug out for so long. I wasn't into it, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, man, we both have our opinions, And with her coming out and being such a piece of shit backstage, I definitely don't like it now.
Yeah.
You want to talk about not being PC, but I mean, from everything that I've read and heard, she's a piece of shit. So, but
some people's britches, their head gets too big for their britches or whatever.
Yeah. This match was cool though. I like seeing Shamrock. Shamrock's fucking just shredded. Still.
He's never not shredded. I don't get it. That guy's crazy, dude.
I don't want to fuck with him.
Yeah. No.
Ever. And I tweeted out, I said, I wouldn't fight Ken Shamrock for $1 million. I'd wrestle him for $1 million. But fight? No. I'd shake his hand, call him Mr. Shamrock, and politely apologize for whatever I've done to upset him. And then run as fast as I possibly could. and he would catch me and probably fucking eat my
Shamrock?
soul.
Shamrock's
I'd say
56.
50, I was gonna say 58.
Yeah, he's up there, man. And I gotta watch this one too, especially because I do want to see Shamrock wrestle. I know he's been kind of dabbling with Impact the last year.
Yeah,
so.
he's been back for about a year, a little over maybe.
Impact must have money, man. I mean, they must be doing just fine because these people are living comfortably. They're not like missing paychecks or anything. I don't know. I think I'm kind of with you. I might start keeping my eye on Impact because it's on Access, right?
Yeah, it's on Access TV, and then you can also watch it on Twitch.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes it easy.
Yeah,
because I canceled my Sling. It ends on August 2nd, so I'll have to find a way to watch. Well, I know the way to watch stuff, but
right. Well, yeah. I mean, you could watch it tomorrow on Sling, tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, it's on Tuesdays. Yeah, I can watch it. I still got a little bit
tomorrow.
So.
And then I guess probably next week too, right? You got next week too.
Yeah, this week and next week I got Impact and AEW, and then the 2nd is when it ends. Out from there. Yeah, I had to get a gym membership, getting back into my muscular shape. So.
Oh my God.
That was a little. He's so vascular. Deonna Purrazzo defeated Jordynne Grace by submission in 15 minutes and 12 seconds to win the Impact Knockouts Championship. That's pretty cool. Marty's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it was a good match. Another one that was a little long. Could have went
5 minutes or so. Yeah.
Could have went 10, and I would have been good with it. But it was good, and it was good to see her, show her capabilities in the ring, because she didn't get that in NXT when she was there. Yeah. And I mean, she was one of those ones that when they were coming into NXT, the internet was abuzz with, oh, okay, this she's going to get over. She's going to get over. She's going to get over. Every time we say that, they don't get over. They don't get over. They don't get over.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see her, prosper and Impact.
And then the main event, which this is actually the first time I'm seeing this, the two people were entrants into it that I didn't know about. It turned into a fatal 5-way elimination match for the vacant Impact World Championship. 24 minutes, 25 seconds. Eddie Edwards defeated Ace Austin, Trey, Rich Swann, and Eric Young. So Eric Young came back to TNA or Impact, and Rich Swann. He's been in Impact, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was in WWE. Yeah. Rich Swann was the one that I got the boys the figure, and the next day he got released.
Yeah, I remember he was in 205 Live. That was his thing.
Yeah, when they showed him backstage and he was on crutches, so everybody's like, okay, he's not going to be in this match. And then his music hits, and then I'm like, okay, he's not coming out. I thought it was going to be Carl Anderson. I thought Carl was going to come in and win the title.
That would have been awesome.
Stupid of me to think that, because they're going to be a tag team.
That's not how that works. Yeah.
No. But I was like, Doc's got no problem being the heater out on the outside. So Rich Swann comes out, and then as soon as he comes out, like, Twitter's like, oh, that's not who I wanted. That's not who I wanted. He's good, but not who I wanted. I'm like, it reminded me of when Ray came out number 30 and everybody expected Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. Then
so
Eric
how did
Young
the Eric Young thing happen? Yeah, did everybody like that? Or
everybody liked that. When he first took off his mask that he was wearing, I was like, is that Bruce Willis? Because he looks different, he's shaved head, no facial hair or anything. And he was like all wide-eyed and everything. But yeah, that went over well.
It was time for Eric Young to go back to TNA because he's been in the Fed for years now, and we haven't seen him.
Sanity was going to be so fucking cool, too. It looked so cool. And in NXT, it was great.
Did. Yeah. Anyways. All right. Well, I guess it's about time.
And then at the end of the match, Good Brothers come out.
Oh, that's when they came out. Okay.
That's when they came out. And then they helped.
So they were the big debut.
They helped Eddie win, or after he won, they helped him clear the ring. Nice Magic Killer.
Sweet.
That was it.
I wonder. Yeah.
I actually thought, because Ace Austin pulls out an Ace card, and I'm like, oh, Aces and Eights is coming back. So it's going to be Ace Austin and the Good Brothers. That's what I thought. And then they swerved me again. So I got fooled on that one 3 times. So that was a pleasant surprise. I like being shocked.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'll finish that one today or tonight, I definitely want to watch the rest of Slammiversary because that's a killer show, dude. They did a really good Impact did a really good job. If that's what they were doing, hitting the reset button, they did a really good job of it. So now I'm excited. Yeah, it was Gallows and Anderson announced that they had signed 2-year contracts with Impact. So 2 years, we get to see them there, and they said that was the deal they wanted, and that was the best deal they got.
And they also get to work Japan. So once that all opens up, then we'll get to see them in Japan too. So I'm pumped for that, and that makes me want to watch New Japan even more.
I think it's good, and I think after 2 years we can see them in AEW because right now we're going to get some more heat on them. They're going to become a badass fucking tag team between Impact and New Japan. Eyes are going to be on them. Then they're going to show up in AEW in 2 years and probably at All Out, and there you go. There it is.
And that was another thing on their podcast, and you can listen to it or watch it now. But because that's what they released for the audio yesterday. I was kind of bummed about that. I was hoping it'd be the Bucks interview, but I'm thinking that after this contract, if they don't re-sign, they go to AEW, that'll probably be it for them, I would assume.
Yeah, they'll finish off over there.
But they did mention how they pissed some people off by not signing with AEW back when their contracts were up with WWE the first time.
Yeah.
And it's being said online, I don't know if it's true or not, but Chris Jericho was one of the ones that were really upset because he's buddies with them. So.
Well, they did say, hey, we want to be there. We'll be there. Yeah, we're coming. And then they didn't sign. So
did you hear the part, though, when Rocky was talking about the Bucks texting him?
I don't think I've got to that part yet.
Okay,
no.
And he was like, Matt Jackson, I think it was Matt that texted him, and he said, they fucked us. They fucked us good. What are they doing? And I was like, Matt said fuck?
Damn.
I thought he was Christian AF. What's up with that?
I'm sure that we just don't see it. I think every good Christian boy
they
is
blur
shady
those
behind
lines
the scenes.
really well.
Yeah, dude, really good. All right, well,
main event time.
Let's talk about Bash at the Beach 1995.
In the sand, we'll find out who's wrong or who's right. Hulkamania, we'll draw hundreds of thousands to Bash at the Beach and make Woodstock look like a backyard barbecue.
July 16th, 1995 at Huntington Beach, California. Venue, The Beach. Attendance, 9,500 people. And then it was an event so hot they had to put it on the beach. And everybody's just having a good old fucking time here. They're having a great time at Bash at the Beach.
Because it was free.
Yeah. Shivani and Heenan, they're wearing their beach clothes. They're Mean Gene's beach bumming it out, man. They're loving it. Everybody's having a great fucking time. Then we open
Did you notice in the opener, though, Shivani says that this is the biggest crowd in WCW history? And, they pan to the crowd, and you can see empty spots. You can see where the crowd stops, and then they cut away real quick.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask you. I didn't know if it was a paid thing or not, but it was just free, so.
How many WCW shows were actually paid?
Yeah, that's true.
They had that Turner
money. Went out of business. So, yeah. The fun little opener promo I'm using actually for this. I didn't take notes, but I obviously watched it, and I'm going to use the 411mania.com review for this. So that will be where I'm getting our bullet points from. But it says we start off with a horrible clip art promo hyping up Slim Jim's Bash at the Beach. Macho Man's the only moving part because he's the Slim Jim pitch man and because he's wrestling Flair tonight. Hogan will also get Vader in the cage. This is, and like I said, everything I'm reading word for word is 411 Mania. So if I'm not plagiarizing, I'm just shout it to those guys.
Yeah.
If you ever need
send me the link to it if you can, or I'll search for it and I'll add it into the description. That way, nobody thinks we're thieving anything.
Well, I think
it's 25 years old. Some
people use Dave Meltzer's stuff word for word, so I think I can use a free sheet word for word here if I want to. I'm not going to do it all word for word, but anyways. Yeah. So yeah, that's the opener. Which it is funny that they wrote the horrible clip art promo because that's what it was. It's just cheesy, dude. 95 WCW is so fucking cheesy, but so is the
good.
Fed. Yeah,
I love
so
that
good, though, dude.
That shitty graphics. I don't know what it is.
It's like 90s cheese, which is totally different from 80s cheese. But yeah, anyways.
Very neon colors.
Yep. They get the helicopter shot, and Tony says this is the largest crowd to ever see a world championship match, but we're not making any money off of it.
Is that what it says?
That's what it says, yeah. Oh, man, that's good shit, dude. Yeah, so we open the show with Meng versus Stang.
Meng versus Stang.
Meng versus Stang. It's Meng versus Sting for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship. And, man, I don't know what it was, but it seemed like there was a lot of botches going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sting was just trying to carry or what. But
I really liked the opening video package for this match when they, presenting who Meng was. I thought that was really cool. And, he knows 7 different forms of Taekwondo or whatever. And I'm like, he'll rip your fucking eyeball out with his bare hands.
Yeah, dude, Ming's a badass. Yeah.
Or bite your nose off. But it was just fun to hype it up a little bit. Yeah, this match, it wasn't a good opener. Let's face it, this whole card really isn't that good. And I tweeted yesterday after I finished it, and I said, that was probably the 8th time since it came out live in 95 that I've seen it. And I'm pretty sure I'm good now. I think I can put it to rest now that we've talked about it on the show. And the finish was just fucking stupid. The little roll up. I don't believe Ming
was not good.
I don't get Ming getting beat by a roll up.
No. It says Sting ducks another boot of fear with a shitty roll up.
Sorry. Yeah.
It says
They did put over the fact that he possibly hit his head on the canvas, so that probably what knocked him out. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they had to sell it as something. Then, when the announce team has to sell it, it's like, God. If you can't sell it in the ring and sell it to people, it's like, and the announce team has to do it for you, that's when it's like, okay. 15 minutes and 30 seconds was a little long for this. So
this match should have went maybe 7.
8, 7 or 8. So, anyways, it was, and then of course Ming hits Sting from behind, and then Road Warrior Hawk comes to help a brother out. Of course he does. Yeah, why wouldn't he? Mean Gene is with Jimmy Hart and the TV champ, the Renegade. Jimmy puts over Renegade in all of his magazine covers. Renegade snorts and snarls his way through 15 seconds of TOS. Terminate on sight. Take it away, Tony. Ugh. Yeah. Paul Orndorff versus the Renegade for the World Television Championship.
By the way, the Renegade beat Arn Anderson to win that television championship.
Yeah, dude.
Poor
I don't know, man.
Poor Paul Orndorff. Jesus. This dude was atrocious. The gimmick was awful.
Brain says, I suggest this guy stop hanging around Juan Valdez and lay off the coffee a little bit. This guy is wired like a cheap watch. Yeah, I heard him say that. That was funny.
Juan Valdez. I use that a lot at work whenever I brew coffee for some 80-year-old person, and I'll bring it out. And I'm like, this is the only way this coffee would get any fresher is if Juan Valdez and his donkey showed up.
Yeah.
That gets a big pop every time.
That's a good one. I like that. The finish was it was like Orndorff. What am I looking for here? I don't remember the finish to this match. I guess I wasn't watching.
I'm wondering.
I don't know.
It looks like you're trying to learn how to read.
I'm definitely trying to learn how to read. Yeah, the Renegade got the cover on Orndorff, but he got his shoulder up at 3 or something. It was
and they call it out on the replay too.
Oh yeah, of course.
And Brain's like, "Oh, see, he got his shoulder up," and Tony goes, "Yep, he sure did. Too bad the ref didn't catch it." I love that. The face commentators when they're always like, "Yeah, but it is what it is." But if it's the heel doing it, then it's like, "Oh, well, they need to look at that replay."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wrestling.
The next part was one of my favorite parts of the show is when we got to see the Taskmaster with his father and Kamala walks out. Dude, this is... I have drank from the goblet of darkness and I now feel your power. Man.
The Dungeon of Doom, man.
Yeah, the Dungeon of Doom was something. The father, I thought Yeah, I was so confused when I watched it, but I was like, this is – so 95 WCW was one of the first things I watched on the network when it came out. I watched, like, Nitro from start to end of 95, and it was weird. But anyways, yeah, the Dungeon of Doom is just so goofy. So then we get
we might actually need to pick up where we left off this year.
Oh, Nitro?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to figure out where we left off. We can watch that.
I think it was like 5 or 6, but those were big shows for us.
Hacksaw is with Mean Gene, and yeah, they do an interview. And then we get Kamala versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So that happened, and we can move on to the next match.
So that happened, and it shouldn't have.
Yeah, it was just
of course,
there.
The Zodiac, a.k.a. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, a.k.a. the Booty Man, a.k.a. the Disciple.
He comes and hits Hacksaw on the head, and then he goes down.
He disappears, and Tony's like, he's gone. He vanished. Or is he still there? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting.
But that's not the last time we'll see him. Just a heads up.
No. Let's see what happens next. Then Mean Gene he's busy with Mach to hype up his Lumberjack Lifeguard match with Flair. Yeah, Macho Man cuts his little promo. He does his thing, talking about he puts over Slim Jim. I mean, he's got to do that because he's the Slim Jim guy.
That's who's paying everybody this night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. And then we get DDP versus Dave Sullivan, which I don't remember Dave Sullivan much. You might. I don't know what
he was supposed to be, like Kevin Sullivan's like mentally challenged brother, because he was like Evod or whatever is how they spelled it.
Okay.
He spelled his name backwards, but this whole thing has been building for months, and he's got a thing for Kimberly, and DDP's, obviously a heel here. He's not into it. He doesn't want anybody looking at his diamond doll. And then you had Max Muscles also out there on the outside, which that guy was another one of those WCW gimmicks that got over like a wet fart. At least it wasn't long.
It wasn't god awful in the time limit. Like there was, it was DDP in there with somebody, but yeah, I'm glad it was.
Yeah, it was nice to see our best friend Diamond Dallas Page on the show.
Good buddy, man. Good buddy.
Diamond Cutter, 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Yeah, and then we get Mean Gene.
Again?
Oh yeah, he's every match, in between every match.
Got to, man. He's earning his paycheck.
Yeah, he talks to the Nasty Boys, and then he talks to Harlem Heat. And I could have swore Stevie Ray said something. Say we'll whoop two. Okay, he said today we will whoop 2 suckers. I thought he said 2 fuckers, and I was like, "Whoa, that happened?" Because I was like, I didn't know these guys slip up all the time like that. But
all the time.
Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, the Harlem Heat, the best tag team in WCW for many years. Nasty Boys were cool. No, I guess I take that back because you know what? I enjoyed this triangle match. I did actually.
This was the best match man. Mach and Nate was okay, but
the last 3 matches were pretty good.
Yeah. We're really going to put over the main event?
No, I mean, I'm just saying it's because it's Hogan and Vader.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah. No, this tag match was fun, though. I really liked it. I liked the
this was good.
Even then, I liked him. Regal,
because
Russell.
I love Regal, man.
Dude, he's so good. And Harlem Heat's cool. And the Nasties were nasty.
And then Booker T's yelling at the crowd the whole time. "Oh, you hillbillies, shut up! Shut up!"
Yeah, because everybody in Huntington Beach, California, are hillbillies.
Is a hillbilly. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, this was a good match. There was never a dull moment, really. Always action. Of course, it's not a 2020 tag match where everybody's in the air, but everybody's on the mat doing their thing, and a lot of big dudes in the ring. And yeah, it was good. The finish was extremely confusing, though.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Apparently, the Nasties fucked it up somehow.
Well, they were on top of everybody, so they should have won the titles.
Right.
So, you mean like they actually like botched it, but they just went ahead and played their music. Okay.
I think it was a legit mistake that they forgot what they were supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it was not right because I was like, why is it playing their music? And I'm like watching this like half awake, but I even noticed that I was like, that's not right. That's not how that works. So yeah, anyways, but it was a fun match to watch. Finish was not good, but just the botch. That's all.
We'll take it. For everything else that just happened, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The Nasties celebrate, blah, 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 but they didn't win. It was Harlem Heat. Anyways. And
then we get Mean Gene again, right?
Yep.
On the boardwalk.
With the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh, no, I was talking about Harlem Heat after the match. They interviewed him again.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that is correct.
And then we're the best tag team. We'll fight anybody, blah, blah, blah. Anyways,
yeah. And then he does Nature Boy does his promo. Nature Boy, Ric Flair, not Buddy Rogers, does his. And then Mean Gene asks him if she has went to Space Mountain, and Flair's like, "Oh yeah, woo, yeah." So, anyways,
Mage.
Yeah, and then this is a lifeguard match between Ric Flair and Macho Man Randy Savage. Probably this and the tag match obviously are the best on the card. It's a three match card, third match just being because Hogan's in it. But yeah, this one was a good one to watch because it was they just did the old punching and slamming around thing, just the old 90s, 80s wrestling type stuff. Not too old school, but it was like their WrestleMania match in a way, I guess.
This one to me is one of those matches, one of those rare matches that don't seem necessarily like a Ric Flair match.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just felt different. I don't know if it was the added lifeguard stipulation or what, but man, they were really putting over
high profile.
Yeah, they're really putting over that. Really putting over that Baywatch spot coming up.
Yeah, they're trying to get that sponsorship.
We're gonna have to get you a lifeguard, dude. Those sugar-free cookies are coming back to haunt you. Oh yeah, dude. I just stopped talking so everybody could hear it.
Oh man, I couldn't help it.
Sound like a polar bear cub.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So Ric Flair and Savage. It was a good one. Macho gets the elbow. He drops the elbow, gets the 1, 2, 3 to get a clean win at 13 minutes and 56 seconds. There we go.
Not too long either, which is nice.
Yeah. If you go back and watch any of this show, just start at the tag match and go from there, and then decide if you want to continue watching the steel cage match. That's up to you. Terry's in it though, so
I mean, for do it for Terry. He needs the money.
Yeah. And then we get a helicopter shot, of course, and then we get the vignette doing Vader's roadkill tour on his quest to beat Hogan in a cage at Bash at the Beach. Vader is talking about his reign of destruction over Evansville, Indiana, and Memphis, Tennessee, while standing behind a cage-link fence against a smoky, shadowy backdrop, though someone obviously went a little too heavy on the fog machine. That's what 411 says. So, yeah. And then we get Mean Gene in the back with Vader. What time is it? It's Vader time, obviously. And, then we get...
Mean Gene with Terry, Jimmy Hart, and Rodman. Rod the Bod.
Yeah, dude, brother, Rod the Bod.
Oh, man, it was heavy here, too.
It was heavy.
By the way, I have this entire promo clipped out on my phone ready to be inserted right here.
We were riding Harley Davidsons, brother, up and down Pacific Coast Highway, brother, all through the straddle of the night, brother, looking for somebody to bust up, dudes. We heard Vader's big mouth, how he's lived around the area, how he lived in the inner city, brother. That's a bunch of... Brother, Vader ain't nowhere around the place, man. Take it easy, big man, right now.
Nice.
Last time I saw you, Dennis, was at the airport in Detroit. You're never going to see me in the airport in Detroit again. And this is because he was coming to San Antonio to play for the Spurs, and then he would go on to play for the Bulls later on, which this is Rodman's first appearance on WCW, but it sure as hell wouldn't be his last.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, I didn't know he was here this far back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Uncle Terry in the red and yellow.
Dude, Bischoff tells a really funny story about Rodman. I don't know if
I said
it on here. The hotel one where he walks in on him banging the chick. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyways, yeah, Hogan does his usual spiel. Dude, brother, Rod the Bod, the Hulkster. Then we get the steel cage match for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship with Big Van Vader versus Hulk Hogan. Hogan. And this one, I forgot Vader is wearing his
the Mastodon steel.
Yeah. And those headbutts that Hogan put that on and threw at Vader. Oh my god, dude. They were like they were so man. Anyways, yeah, this is about as good as it can be. Like I said, the only reason I was like, hey, it's all right is because it's Vader and Hogan. It's the names clashing and it's a steel cage, but it's a punching, and all it is punches and shots to the cage.
And it starts off, Terry rips off his shirt, and then he's choking Vader with the shirt, and like, whoa, you're the face champion, dude. Why are you using such heel tactics here? But since it's a cage and it's down, Terry, dude. That's what works for him, brother.
Yep.
So he does the big boot, which was awful, and he does. Vader doesn't go down, and then he just kicks him in the gut, and he falls down.
Who's the greatest wrestler in the world? You know something, Eric Bischoff? Tonight on Monday Nitro, Pasta Mania is got all my Hulkamaniacs running wild. And I've eaten so many Hulkaroos and Hulk-U's.
I was wondering, though, when I was watching it yesterday, I was like, was he going for like a running big boot and he just couldn't get his leg up that high and he just ended up hitting him in the stomach and he falls down? Like,
I don't know, man.
How powerful is Terry's gut kick? To knock Vader down.
It must be more strong than the big boot.
It has to.
And then we know the leg drop's powerful.
Right. Well, I mean, it's the atomic leg drop.
Wrestling is so fucking stupid, dude. God, I love it.
So he hits the leg drop, and then he's like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe another one, like Terry. He does it, times. Like, damn, dude. You gotta he's got to make sure he's down though.
Well, he almost killed him. As many leg drops as he hit him with, dude.
Yeah.
Those are the atomic. That's like 3 or. How many was it? It was like 3 or 4 atomic. I think it was drops, 4. I swore, dude. He could have killed the guy. He could have taken his head off.
It was like Hiroshima.
Yeah. So, anyways, Hogan goes to escape, and then Vader, of course, pops back up after 25 leg drops, and then he.
Whoa! If it was 25, he would have been done there.
Way done. Yeah, he would have been in the grave.
But since it was only 4, he could get back up because Terry took his time because he had to pose, then try to climb the cage. He tried to climb the cage. And then the cage is like coming off the bars at the top.
Yeah, dude. It's
that thing's shaking,
bad.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, who put this cage together? Because these were not licensed contractors by any means.
And then watching Hogan's big ass body climb down the cage, just like how tall he is. I was like, Jesus. Yeah,
he's so because this was post roids, so he's all kind of slender. He's slender Hogan.
Yeah, slender Hogan.
He's hanging, and his little feet. He's like looking for the stairs, and he finally finds the stairs, and he touches the stairs and then drops down. I'm like, dude, come on. But yeah.
I'm so glad that we observed that part because that was one of my favorites. Watching him go down like that.
Oh, man. I was thinking the same thing, too. I'm like, God, Terry's so freaking slim in 95.
Yeah. That 95, 96 run. Like, Bash at the Beach 96, when he's the third man, I'm like, dude, he's slender.
Yeah. Slender Hogan.
Slender Hogue. You don't want to see him in the middle of the night. Yeah, after he destroyed Vader. Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, it has to be a 3 and $10,000 challenge. So anyways, yeah, Hogan wins the match, walks away with the belt. Belt and
Flair and Arn come in, attack Vader.
Yeah.
And then we get the return of the Zodiac came out and Rodman had the chair upside down and was swinging it at him like he was going to hit him. And of course, they just turned around. Zodiac, aka Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and Kevin Sullivan just turned around and walked away because they didn't want any part of Rod the Bod. Because he's not Rodzilla yet.
No. He's Rod the Bod. And so we don't see Hogan defend his championship until Halloween Havoc later that year.
And that was the Giant.
And the Monster Truck match first. Ooh, and then it was...
Talk about a horror show.
Dude, this was one of the first pay-per-views I watched during that, when the network came out days. And I was like, wow.
Get to that, or did we stop the WCW run right before that?
I think we stopped it before. We didn't get to Halloween Havoc.
You sure?
And the cut... Yeah, I don't think we did Halloween Havoc. We were close, but I don't remember talking about that.
I'm looking because I got to know. Because if we didn't do it, we're doing it this year.
Oh, we're definitely doing Halloween Havoc 95 this year if we didn't do it.
I knew we did
on
Fall
the cover,
Brawl.
Crushing the Pumpkin. Yeah, we did Fall Brawl.
No, we did... It's like we did Halloween Havoc 97.
Oh my God, Fall Brawl too. I remember watching that one, dude. That's a good one. That was one of... Yeah, I remember the night I watched Fall Brawl on the network the first time. It was a lunar eclipse that night, and I kept going outside and watching the eclipse in between matches. Yeah, anyways.
I'm still scrolling here. Fall Brawl 95. Yeah, we didn't do Halloween Havoc 95, so we got that to look forward to in October.
I didn't think so. We did Fall Brawl 95, though.
Yeah, we did do 95. Fall Brawl.
Okay.
We stopped at episode 4 of Nitro, so we should pick that one up.
Yeah.
At episode 5. I'm into doing WCW 95, and then for next year, because it'll be 25 years of 96, so we get the whole NWO from the beginning.
Yeah,
that would
be
the
silver anniversary of that. Yeah. All right. Well,
and now everybody else will do it too.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, you know who will do it first if they haven't already. I don't remember, but yeah. Yeah. So, anyways. I got some work to do today, so yeah.
You gotta go to work?
I have to do my big trailer drop order for the tournament. Gotcha. Because we get like a truck out in the parking lot because it's so much shit. I can't put it inside. LPGA does the same thing.
Yeah.
They have 2 trucks for that, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shit. Anyways, yeah. Follow the show at Heels and Quads on Twitter, Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast on Instagram. Support us on Patreon. We get more people. We do more stuff. We'll be happy to do that. Hit us up on, if the Go Green Hemp coupon still works. It's Heels and Quads in all caps. It's 10% or 15% at Go Green Hemp. It's good to go. We were selling a lot of it before because
we were. Yeah.
And what else? We got Pro Wrestling Tees, /Heels and Quads. Collar and Elbow brand, 10% off coupon, Heels and Quads in all caps at checkout. Yeah. Man Can Wine, Heels and Quads in all caps at checkout, 25% off. It's Heels and Quads across the board.
Yeah.
At any of those sites, except for Pro Wrestling Tees. That's just /Heels and Quads.
Also, hey, Facebook, we just hit 100 likes finally. I pushed that baby.
Maybe we should start a Facebook group.
That would be
where people
fun.
Can chat, kind of like We Watch the Movie has.
Yeah.
They have their little fan page. So
maybe I'll work on that today. Just talk about wrestling and whatnot.
Yeah, people can be like, hey, Heels and Quads, what do you think about this? Because I don't get on Facebook unless it's for the marketplace anymore. I just don't. I get so tired of seeing people's stuff.
Oh, man. Political shit and memes.
Yeah, and people's fucking opinions. That's why, you know what? That's why I'm not good at social media, because I don't like people's stupid fucking opinions.
Yeah.
Because mine's always right. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of course. But anyways, no, that's not all it is. It's just usually the same people, and then they want attention. They're like, or when people get on there and they're like, "Oh, my back hurts," and it's like, so what do you want? Somebody to comment and go sorry, or what do you need?
You want me to bring you some soup? A heating pad?
Yeah, my throat hurts.
My throat hurts.
It's gonna hurt worse when I. Never mind.
Yeah, mine is more or less the same thing. It's people sharing the same ideas.
Yeah.
That they have every day and thinking that it's going to sway my opinion, and it's not. That's not how people are wired. That's not how we work. I mean, we're wired like a cheap watch.
Yeah. So. Juan Valdez.
Yeah, follow the show at Heels and Quads on Twitter, Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast on Instagram, ProWrestlingTees.com/Heels and Quads. Go Green Hemp, Man Can, Collar and Elbow, Heels and Quads in all caps, saves you a shit ton of money. And it helps us. And patreon.com/Heels and Quads. Check that out. I really want to do a drink along with people that listen to the show.
That'd be cool.
I want to do it so bad. And just
I'd be super into that, yeah.
And just to see you drink, like in a video form. I mean, I've seen you do it in person. Right. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. You're still drinking and having a good time. Yeah. You let loose a little bit. You're a little more fun when you've got a beer and a quarter in you.
Because I start shit talking. I start.
It's like me when things. I'm 20 deep and I'm just like, I'll say the most off the wall shit.
You start slurring that 20 deep, and that's when I know. And then your laugh when you've hit your limit, when you've hit like you broke the barrier.
Yeah.
Your laugh gets like. It gets like out of control, and I'm like, "Oh, he's fucked up. Right
he's
now.
Done. He's toast." And you're like, "Should I leave or do I want to watch this?"
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Fire. Then we start watching fart porn, and then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna leave.
Okay, now I'm done because
now swingers. I'm good because now I need to go jack off. So
the fucking cake,
yeah,
the birthday cake one.
God. Oh, you like that? Anyways, all right.
So gnarly.
We will talk to you guys next week with some more wrestling content. Tell your friends.
Hey, before we go, I was thinking because it's still July next week. Fully Loaded 2000.
Oh, yeah, we could probably do that. Yeah. We might have to – I don't know
what time?
What my Monday will be. Yeah, I don't know what my Monday will be like, so we'll just play it by ear. We'll talk. Okay. If we need to record it at a different time, I guess we can do that or something.
Yep, we'll figure it out.
But, yeah, I'm probably down with Fully Loaded 2000. It should be.
Yeah, now.
Oh, perfect timing.
There we go.
All right. Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies. Talk to you next week.
We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.